Alright, so I'm gonna say this right off the bat, but if you expect this video to be a discussion about left versus right, then click off right now. I'll give you 5 seconds. Alright, good, good. What's poppin' YouTube? It's your boy imKingKenneth back from another video, and today's video is gonna be a little bit different. As today, as you see from the title and thumbnail, we're talking about politics and entertainment. This is a very simple but yet important topic, and while this particular topic has been going on for years, obviously recent events is more important than ever. And one of the reasons why I'm making this video is because people say that entertainment can be used to escape real world problems. Cause you all know that entertainment is a form of escapism where we can relax our minds and put your thought into said entertainment. Whether it's movies, TV shows, books, theater, pro wrestling, reality shows, video games, YouTube videos like this, live streams, wherever the case may be, we all indulge in entertainment. Otherwise, our lives would be boring and miserable as so with that being said, people obviously use entertainment to not talk about politics or just any type of serious topic. And while there's obviously entertainment platforms that provide political insight, simply put, not everybody wants that. And we're at the point now where it's unavoidable. If you go on social media, especially Twitter, you'll pretty much always see political stuff, no matter how much you try to hide it. And no, I'm not saying you should be ignorant to what's going on around you, but I think you understand what I'm saying. Just to remind you what I said earlier in the video, this is not a left versus right debate. This is just a video showing examples about how politics affect entertainment for the worse and what we could do to fix it. So let's just address the elephant in the room. Charlie Kirk. I don't even gotta explain what happened to him, honestly. We all know by now what happened to him, man. And while I'm not gonna really comment on his death, because honestly I didn't heard much of him before his death, I will say that I didn't agree with a lot of his opinions. And while obviously this won't be the first time nor the last time this will ever happen again, there's been a lot of activists that be killed for their political opinion. Like we all know about MLK and Malcolm X. And while I don't personally celebrate people's deaths, unless you know they actually kill people, I do understand why people would hate him and have no remorse for him. But I also recognize that regardless of whether or not he left or right, he's still a human. So saying that Charlie Kirk is controversial is a very big understatement. And I say this all to say is that another elephant in the room is that Jimmy Kimmel made a joke surrounding the situation and the show got suspended. But the thing is about his joke is that it's not even making fun of his death. He made a joke about Trump.
We hit some new lows over the weekend with the MAGA gang desperately trying to characterize this kid who murdered Charlie Kirk as anything other than one of them and doing everything they can to score political points from it. In between the finger pointing, there was grieving. On Friday, the White House flew the flags at half-staff, which got some criticism. But on a human level, you can see how hard the president is taking this.
My condolences on the loss of your friend Charlie Kirk. May I ask, sir, personally, how are you holding up over the last day and a half, sir?
I think very good. And by the way, right there, you see all the trucks? They've just started construction of the new ballroom for the White House, which is something they've been trying to get, as you know, for about 150 years. And it's going to be a beauty.
Yes. He's at the 4th stage of grief, construction. Demolition, construction. This is not how an adult grieves the murder of someone he called a friend. This is how a 4-year-old mourns a goldfish.
But guess what though, ABC did a reverse Uno card and unsuspended him only a week later. In fact, when I'm filming this video, Jimmy Kimmel Live is about to start or just happening right now.
A lot about what I need to say and do tonight, and the truth is, I don't think what I have to say is going to make much of a difference. If you like me, you like me. If you don't, you don't. I have no illusions about changing anyone's mind. But I do want to make something clear because it's important to me as a human, and that is, you understand that it was never my intention to make light of the murder of a young man. I don't think there's anything funny about it. I posted a message on Instagram on the day he was killed, sending love to his family and asking for compassion, and I meant it, and I still do. Nor was it my intention to blame any specific group for the actions of what it was obviously a deeply disturbed individual. That was really the opposite of the point I was trying to make, but I understand that to some that felt either ill-timed or unclear, or maybe both. And for those who think I did point a finger, I get why you're upset. If the situation was reversed, there's a good chance I'd have felt the same way. I have many friends and family members on the other side who I love and remain close to, even though we don't agree on politics at all. I don't think the murderer who shot Charlie Kirk represents anyone. This was a sick person who believed violence was a solution, and it isn't. Ever. And also, selfishly, I am a person who gets a lot of threats. I get many ugly and scary threats against my life, my wife, my kids, my coworkers because of what I choose to say. And I know those threats don't come from the kind of people on the right who I know and love. So that's what I wanted to say on that subject. But I don't want to make this about me because, and I know this is what...
And honestly, in my opinion though, I think they just did that because they know they're losing money. And millions of people canceled the Disney subscriptions or just anything Disney related. I know people are saying that ABC is the company and they could do what they want with the employees, which is true, but at the same time, that doesn't make it right. It would be one thing if Jimmy Kimmel was making a threat, but it's a completely different thing if he's making a joke. That would have been forgot about in a day or two. Political censorship like this don't make sense to me because they can actually use this to stop propaganda, not comedians. But another thing I want to talk about is tariffs. And the only reason I'm talking about tariffs right now, because as a gamer and content creator, this affects me hard. And I already touched on this topic in my problem with modern gaming video, which you should check out at the video ends by the way. But in that video, I said that because of tariffs, the Nintendo Switch 2s are expensive. Not the console itself by the way, I mean the controllers. But if you think that's bad enough, wait till I tell you what PlayStation got going on. Because tell me why, PlayStation 5s are $550 now, what the fuck? Y'all don't honestly see it, but I bought this PS5 for $500. And I bought this almost 3 years ago. And you tell me it got more expensive ever since then? Like, taking tariffs aside for a second too. You tell me a console's been out for 5 years, COVID and all. It's more expensive now than it was 5 years ago, when it should go down in price. Anyone wonder why people still got PS4s? And for any fellow content creator, you know about this one. But the DJI Pocket camera is mad expensive now. When it first came out, it was $520. Guess how much it costs now? No, seriously, guess. It costs $800, bro. I'm not even joking with y'all niggas. If you don't believe me, look it up. It costs $800, man. No bundle, no nothing, just the camera itself. And listen, as a content creator myself, this hobby could be very expensive. But at the same time, especially as someone coming up, we should know how to save our money and have a good investment or something. Realistically with this, you will probably have to have a counter plan. Because unless you got money like that, no one's buying that shit. I say all of this to say that politics is unavoidable. Doesn't matter what you do. Literally all of our decisions are based on the politics of what city and country we live in. How you think wars start? Politics. So it comes to no surprise that sports like the NFL can do memorials by Charlie Kirk, despite people saying that politics should stay out of sports. But not gonna lie, it's really dumb. Like I said, this isn't a video about left versus right. This is a video about political censorship. Because honestly, regardless of whether or not you're Democrat or Republican, let's be honest, man, this is just weird. Why are we wasting money and resources on canceling shows rather than addressing actual issues? And if things like this keep happening, then people would be afraid to speak out about what's happening in this country. And free speech is a right that we should be obligated to have. So don't be surprised if now more than ever, celebrities are going to be more silent than ever about political issues. Which I'm going to be clear honest, they don't have to anyway. But like obviously it helps with their platform. But they're humans just like us, but they don't gotta speak about everything, man. So when people make these block lists about celebrities not supporting Palestine, Congo, Sudan, Ukraine, people take that too personally. Even though, like I said, they're not obligated to do that. Do people understand that you pretty much pre-pressuring them to do that? That's the pure definition of performative activism. People that pretty much grandstand on social media, but don't really do anything in person. But let me know in the comments how you feel about anything I said in the video, and whether or not you agree or disagree with me. I hope you will at least understand what I'm talking about. This is a different video from what I usually make, so let me know in the comments if you want more videos like this. And for those who are wondering, yes, I'm good. And I'm making more videos soon, so don't worry about it. This video is more of a yap session and a rant, rather than a video that you will usually see on the channel. So like I said, let me know in the comments if you want more videos like this. Obviously, just not about politics, but just anything really, as this video has less editing than usual. But yeah, that's it for the video, y'all. Hope you enjoy. And if you do, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe for more videos, and I might catch y'all later. I'm imKingKenneth, and I'm out this bitch. Peace out, y'all. Bah!
We're getting Arab money.